Yo, what's going on, Kicks Army? Today I'm doing a sneaker drawing on the Air Jordan 3 Vogue AWOK, or is it AWOK? I don't know. As well as talking about that photo that surfaced that showed Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant all working out together with that one kid to the left. Let's get it! Now don't forget, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure you leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and bounce past that bell to get post notifications. And more importantly than all that, if you like free stuff, then you're gonna love my website, KicksArt.com. I have over 100 different free sneaker templates there for you to download, and go ahead and you can print out as much as you want. What was interesting about the two pairs that I added to the site today is that they were not any part of the bigger brands I normally do, like Nike, Adidas, stuff like that. They added a pair of checkered Vans as well as a pair of Gucci shoes, so it was kind of nice seeing something a little different from the Nike and the Adidas route I normally take. But yeah, go ahead, check it out. Like I said, everything is free. Now, as for the sneaker itself, this is a collaboration between Jordan Brand and Vogue's editor-in-chief Anna Wintour, which this pack, which features two sneakers, one that's primarily black and the other one has the mixture of university red on the upper. The pack is being called AWOK. Like I said, I don't even know how to pronounce it. AWOK, I don't even know. Well, you know what I mean though. The retail price is set at 180 bucks and it's gonna release September 7th. Now, when looking at the original images of the sneaker, I thought that the upper was kind of weird. It was definitely different from the traditional upper that the Air Jordan 3 has. After doing about 10 seconds of research, apparently the upper is called tweed. I'm not familiar with it, maybe you guys are. Overall though, I think both colorways are pretty cool. I think the collaboration was definitely a good idea. I'm not gonna buy them because you guys already know I'm broke. But if you fancy these sneakers, they're going to be releasing on the 7th for 180 bucks. It's not really too bad. And as a little bonus, they come in suede bags, which is always a nice little extra detail to add. Now, I will say, in terms of the drawing itself, I kind of messed up. Even though I always have a reference image, a lot of the times I'm listening to a podcast or listening to the audio from some other video, so I'm just kind of focused on the paper and the audio. I don't really look at the reference image too much. And if you notice, on the outsole towards the front of the shoe, the upper part of the outsole where like the stitching is, that section should also be the antique white kind of color. Unfortunately, and that was at the beginning of the shoe, so I was already mentally prepared to finish drawing the shoe out. I colored that part in black. That part should also be the antique white, but I'm like, you know what, is it really worth scrapping this whole video even though I just started, but having to go and print it out again and then do all this work? I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna follow through. And guys, I'm telling you, the truth is that if I stopped recording a video, if I scrapped a video every single time that I messed up, whether it be a big mess up or a little mess up, I would have a lot less videos on the channel. I would say in most of my videos, there's a little bit of a mess up. Usually it's smaller details like accidentally going outside the lines, you know, out of bounds and all that stuff. But when it comes to a bigger mess up like this, or like a whole section is supposed to be a different color, it does kind of suck looking at it because it's like, man, I really wish I would have just, you know, done that right. But at the same time, it's more important for me to follow through to have it done as opposed to waste all the time scrapping it and then, you know, just trying to get back into the mindset of starting over. Because it's not like the end result looks bad, it just looks like a bootleg version. Yeah, just imagine what it would have looked like if I actually would have done it right. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. Now, by now, I'm sure most of you have already seen the image that popped up from the UCLA practice facility where Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and LeBron James all teamed up to work out with the legendary Cedi Osman. Okay, maybe they weren't literally going over there to work out with him, but he just so happened to be in the area at the time, so yeah, it's always good to have other NBA talent work out with you. He was on the Cavs last season. From the little bit that I saw of him, he looked good. He didn't seem like he was a detriment to the team, so yeah, why not have him there? And because this photo was taken, because they all clearly are looking at the camera, I'm going to use this second to kind of go down the hypothetical highway for just a moment. But as we all know by now, LeBron is on the Lakers. We also know that Kawhi Leonard has expressed interest of either going to the Lakers or the Clippers, both of which play in Los Angeles, and he was born in Compton, so that kind of makes sense. There has also been rumors circulating about Kevin Durant potentially going to join LeBron after this following season. While I'm not saying any of this is bound to happen, I just want to kind of talk about the possibility of it happening and what that would mean for the league. So for starters, if these three play together, it's not going to be in any other team besides the Lakers because LeBron is signed to the Lakers. I don't think he's going to jump ship. I think he's going to play out his 4 years and maybe more, but he's definitely not going to jump ship on Magic Johnson. And since Kawhi has already expressed interest in playing for one of the Los Angeles teams, it would be safe to assume that he would join LeBron. So that right there, you have LeBron and you have Kawhi Leonard. You have arguably the best player in the world and the third best player in the world. You add in the fact that they have all those young pieces, they can probably scout some other pieces from around the league, so that's already a very, very good team. And then if you go and you add Kevin Durant, which would be another snake thing to do by Kevin Durant, but let's just put that to the side real quick. You add Kevin Durant to that team with Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James. Oh my God. You would have the first, second, and third best players all on the same team. And they're not playing for like Indiana, they're playing for Los Angeles, right? The biggest market, or one of the biggest markets. You would say that New York is the biggest market, but they haven't had any success. So yeah, basketball wise, the biggest market to play for. That would be nuts. But okay, let's break this down even more. What does that mean? A, that means that Kevin Durant is off the Warriors, obviously, but because he would be off the Warriors, that would diminish their chances of continuing their reign. Part of the reason why they've had so much success is because he managed to put them over the top. I know there was a ton of circumstances that led the Cavaliers to beating the Warriors in 2016, but regardless, they still managed to beat the Warriors with the roster that they had. Kevin Durant joining the Warriors really made it much more difficult for not only the Cavs to beat the Warriors, but for a lot of other teams in the West to beat the Warriors as well. And that especially happened this following season, where the Rockets probably should have beaten the Warriors even with Kevin Durant. So while Kevin Durant leaving would still leave the Warriors in a good spot because they would still have their core with Steph, Clay, and Draymond, they wouldn't have as much success as they would have if he was still there. So by devaluing the Warriors and raising the stakes on the Lakers, that automatically makes the Western Conference a lot more interesting. And then you go ahead and you add Kawhi Leonard, so that would make the Raptors really crappy for a while. But the point is, you would just beef up the Lakers so much. Like, that would be the super team. Because that would definitely put the Raptors out of Eastern Conference potential, that would leave the East to basically the Celtics and Philadelphia, and then I guess whoever the team comes up between then. But it would be pretty much between those two teams. Now, in a hypothetical scenario that we're still going on, if it ends up being in the scenario where the Lakers and the Celtics get to the finals, that would be super interesting. And I'm not sleeping on the Celtics, especially if Kyrie is still in that scenario. But man, I'm not sleeping on the Lakers either. You have LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard on the same team. That's just too powerful. Like, if you thought the Warriors are overpowered, like, this would be insane. And I believe based on the moves that they've made, the money situation could work out that way, although I don't really think this is happening. I think it's always good to work out with really good players because that allows you to have really good workouts. So because of the fact that they all happen to be around the same area, they all have each other's number, I bet. It's not too far-fetched to say that they wanted to work out with each other. And especially for LeBron, I think part of the reason why this was definitely a good idea to take part of is because I bet you he's trying to plant seeds in the brains of these other two players. You know, trying to get more familiar with Kawhi, trying to talk to him more, and then he's also trying to, you know, build his relationship with Kevin Durant more, because if that situation ever happens where it could come, where if one, if not both of those players could come and join him, at least now he's kind of working them in so that way it's much more comfortable for them to join him, as opposed to, okay, LeBron, I haven't talked to you since the last time I played against you, but yeah, I'm coming over. Versus them already building on a relationship, and it's not like they're not already friends. I'm sure he's friends with both of them, but it's always good to have these little scrimmages and you get to talk to these players more so you can kind of build that relationship up. And then, okay, ready? We have all of that, right? We have Kevin Durant, we have LeBron James, and we have Kawhi Leonard. And then you add Cedi Osman to the squad. Like, they would win not 5, not 6, not 7, but probably a good 2 or 3, maybe. And also, take a quick second to kind of look at Cedi Osman's face. That smile just screams, man, I really don't know why I'm here, but I'm not complaining. This man is absolutely living his best life, no doubt. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and bounce past that bell to get post notifications. Don't forget to check out KicksArt.com for all your sneaker stencil needs, as well as checking out the other videos on the channel. You guys already know that I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Yay!